Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Tuesday, September 26, 2023. Welcome to day 980. The Senate announced a bipartisan deal to keep the government funded through mid-November and provide $6 billion in assistance to Ukraine. The stopgap measure to avert a government shutdown on October 1st still needs to clear several procedural hurdles before it reaches full Senate approval, and then it needs to overcome the gridlock in the Republican-controlled House, where far-right conservatives have threatened to remove Kevin McCarthy as Speaker and delay the bill over the funding for Ukraine. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court, for the second time in 3 months, rejected Alabama's request to use a congressional map that includes only one majority black district. In June, the court ruled that Alabama's Republican-drawn congressional map violated the Voting Rights Act and ordered the state to redraw its 7-seat congressional map to include a second majority black district, or something quite close to it. 27% of the state's voting population is black, and a court-appointed special master submitted proposals for 3 districting plans yesterday, each of which would create a second majority or near-majority black district. The 3-judge panel is scheduled to meet again next week to choose one of the 3. Moving on, Biden urged striking auto workers to stick with it during a picket line visit at a General Motors facility in Detroit, marking the first time that a sitting president has joined a picket line. Biden said, "You deserve what you earned, and you've earned a hell of a lot more than you're getting paid now." The strike is now in its 12th day and centers around a 36% wage increase, a return to traditional pensions, retiree health care, and a 32-hour work week. The United Auto Workers represents 146,000 workers across General Motors, Ford, and Chrysler's parent company, Stellantis. Meanwhile, the Federal Trade Commission and 17 U.S. states sued Amazon, alleging that the company violated antitrust laws to keep its prices artificially high, lock sellers into its platform, and harm its rivals. The FTC argues that Amazon uses a set of interlocking anti-competitive and unfair strategies to illegally maintain its monopoly power, by punishing sellers for offering lower prices elsewhere and pressuring them into paying for Amazon's delivery network. FTC Chair Lina Khan said at the very least any relief would require that the company halt those tactics, adding effective relief also needs to be restoring competition to this market, which we'll be asking the judge to do as well. If the FTC's lawsuit is successful, it could lead to a court-ordered restructuring of the $1.3 trillion company. Moving on, a judge ruled that Donald Trump, Trump Jr., Eric Trump, and the Trump Organization fraudulently inflated the value of assets to obtain favorable loans and lower insurance premiums. The judge ruled in a civil lawsuit brought by Attorney General Letitia James and ordered that some of Trump's business licenses be rescinded. As a result, the Trump Organization and some of its sister companies will be sent to receivership, where a court-appointed officer will manage the dissolution of the canceled LLCs. The judge's ruling, however, did not settle 6 other issues in the case, which is scheduled to go to trial on October 2nd. The trial will now focus on allegations related to falsification of business records, issuing false financial statements, insurance fraud, and conspiracy. Attorney General James is seeking $250 million in damages in the case. And finally, Trump claimed that he's being unconstitutionally silenced by special counsel Jack Smith, who requested a narrowly tailored gag order in the election interference case against Trump. After Trump tried to undermine confidence in the criminal justice system and prejudice the jury pool, Smith asked a federal judge to bar Trump from making further statements regarding the identity, testimony, or credibility of prospective witnesses, as well as about any party, witness, attorney, court personnel, or potential jurors that are disparaging and inflammatory or intimidating. Trump claims that federal prosecutors are seeking to muzzle him during what he called the most important months of his campaign for president. Trump has also continued to attack Smith online, calling him deranged, and has previously called U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkin very biased and unfair, and he accused her of being a radical Obama hack. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefuckjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.